Okay, and the last thing we're going to do here, you'll see some empty space, and the file already had these guides for us. See these light blue lines? Whenever you want to align things or I don't know, set up a layout, you can drag them from the top. You see that, how you can drag that down? All right, so that's what those are. Now, I'm going to zoom in a little bit to make this easier to see. And whoops, there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set my color because I don't want a stroke on it. And the fill color, if instead of using the color panel, we're going to use the swatches. I don't know if you noticed, but this blue, green, and orange are colors that are in here. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick the blue one. That's going to be the fill. Now, here in my tools, I'm going to choose the polygon tool. And instead of clicking and dragging, I'm just going to do a single click because that gives me this pop-up which allows me to choose what kind of object I'm going to make. And I want to choose 3 sides so that I can make a triangle. And the size that I'm going to do is 2 pica 10. So it's going to be an equilateral triangle. You see the width and the height, 2 pica 10. Okay? As soon as you get that, click OK. Then you can just kind of line up that blue rectangle, or sorry, triangle over here at the side, and you see it fits perfectly between these 2 guidelines. Now, there's different ways we can do this. You can hold down the Option key and notice that you get the white and the black triangles, allowing you to do a copy paste or duplicate. Okay. You can also select them and do a copy paste. And once you have 6 of them, these 3 we can flip or rotate 180 degrees, and we can kind of line them up in between there, and they're a little too close together, but we'll separate them later. Okay, so the first one is going to be blue. The second one is going to be orange. And actually, remember, we don't have to actually use that. We can use the eyedropper. Oops, why'd that choose? Green. There we go. And that one's blue. Okay, this one's orange. And this one is green again. There we go. Now, once you have this pattern, oops, and I can see that those went a little bit too low. There we go. Then you can select all of them. Don't worry about aligning yet because we're going to copy and paste or use the, hold down the Option and make another group, and then a third group, and then last we're going to make one more blue one which will position all the way here at the edge. That way it starts and ends with the same blue triangle. Now you can select all of these and we can align to the vertical center. Okay. Then we can also distribute horizontal center, and that puts the exact amount of space between each and every one of them. Once you're done, you'll want to group those triangles together again with the Command G. That way you can't accidentally separate them. And with a Command 0, that shows you your whole page again. You can go to View and overprint. Actually, let's see. Yeah, overprint preview, which shows you. You can see that the little edges that we're separating these are now invisible, so you can see more or less what it would look like printed. The guidelines are still there. Okay, so that is your flyer. If you are a fitness trainer, you could give that out to your clients. Do a file save as, and make sure you add your period number, your last name before the word fitness. Save it. Remember that you're also going to do a file export and save this as an Adobe PDF, because that's the one that you will upload to your Google Drive and Google site.